Hey preschoolers, today I have a book for you about safety, and it is called Officer Buckle and Gloria. We're going to find out what kind of safety tips they have. Alright, there's Officer Buckle. Officer Buckle knew more safety tips than anyone else in Napville. Every time he thought of a new one, he thumbtacked it to his bulletin board. Safety tip number 77. Never stand on a swivel chair. Oh, looks like it moved out from under him. Officer Buckle shared his safety tips with all the students in Napville. Nobody ever listened. Sometimes there was even snoring. Oh no. Afterward, it was business as usual. Mrs. Topple, the principal, took down the welcome banner. Never stand on a swivel chair, said Officer Buckle, but Miss Topple didn't hear him. Then one day, Napville's police department bought a police dog named Gloria. When it was time for Officer Buckle to give the safety speech at the school, Gloria went along. "Children, this is Gloria," announced Officer Buckle. "Gloria obeys my commands. Gloria, sit." And Gloria sat. Officer Buckle gave safety tip number 1. Keep your shoelaces tied. The children sat up and stared. Look, Gloria's doing it too. Officer Buckle checked to see if Gloria was sitting at attention. She was. Safety tip number 2, said Officer Buckle. Always wipe up spills before someone slips and falls. The children's eyes popped. She was standing on her head. Officer Buckle checked on Gloria again. Good dog, he said. Officer Buckle thought of a safety tip he had just discovered that morning. Never leave a thumbtack where you might sit on it. The audience roared with laughter. Whoa! She's pretending she sat on a thumbtack. Officer Buckle grinned. He said the rest of the tips with plenty of expression. The children clapped their hands and cheered. Some of them laughed until they cried. Officer Buckle was surprised. He had never noticed how funny safety tips could be. After the safety speech, there wasn't a single accident. Ooh, Gloria's doing a lot of tricks for the kids. The next day, an enormous envelope arrived at the police station. It was stuffed with thank you notes from the students at Napville School. Every letter had a drawing of Gloria on it. Officer Buckle thought the drawing showed a lot of imagination. His favorite letter was written on a star-shaped piece of paper. It said, "You and Gloria make a good team. Your friend Claire. P.S. I always wear a crash helmet." Safety tip number 7. Officer Buckle was thumbtacking Claire's letter to his bulletin board when the phone started ringing. Grade schools, high schools, and daycare centers were calling about the safety speech. "Officer Buckle," they said, "our students want to hear your safety tips, and please bring along your police dog." Officer Buckle told his safety tips to 313 schools. Everywhere he and Gloria went, children sat up and listened. After every speech, Officer Buckle took Gloria out for ice cream. Yum. Officer Buckle loved having a buddy. Let's see if I can get the page. Then one day, a television news team videotaped Officer Buckle in the State College auditorium. There's a lot of people listening to his safety tips. Let's see what happened that night. When he finished safety tip number 99, do not go swimming during electrical storms, or you could look like Gloria. The students jumped to their feet and applauded. "Bravo, bravo," they cheered. Officer Buckle bowed again and again. Officer Buckle watched himself that night on the 10 o'clock news. He saw what Gloria was doing. The next day, the principal of Napville School telephoned the police station. "Good morning, Officer Buckle. It's time for a safety speech." Officer Buckle frowned. "I'm not giving any more speeches. Nobody looks at me anyway." "Oh," said Mrs. Topple. "Well, what about Gloria? Could she come?" Someone else from the police station gave Gloria a ride to the school. Gloria looks kind of sad. Gloria sat on stage looking lonely. Then she fell asleep. So did the audience. After Gloria left, Napville School had its biggest accident ever. It started, oh my goodness, with a puddle of banana pudding. Splat, splatter, sploosh. Everyone slid smack into Mrs. Topple, who screamed and let go of her hammer. What is going on? The next morning, a pile of letters arrived at the police station. Every letter had a drawing of the accident. Oh my goodness. Officer Buckle was shocked. At the bottom of the pile was a note written on a star. Officer Buckle smiled. The note said, "Gloria missed you yesterday. Your friend Claire. P.S. Don't worry. I was wearing my safety helmet." Safety tip number 7. Whew. Gloria gave Officer Buckle a big kiss on the nose. Officer Buckle gave Gloria a nice pat on the back. Then, Officer Buckle thought of his best safety tip yet. Safety tip number 101. Always stick with your buddy. There you go. That was Officer Buckle and Gloria. They wanted to remind everyone to be safe. Don't stand on things that could move from under you or you might get hurt or hurt other people. And look, Gloria is showing lots of different safety tips in the book too. I'll read you a couple of them. She says, never play with matches. Never sit too close to the television. What about on this one? Look both ways before you cross the street. Never put anything in your nose. Those are good safety tips. So, there's Officer Buckle and his buddy Gloria. And they and I want to remind you to be safe this week.